Hello. Today we're going to be talking about the hazard analysis report from the UNE Machine Shop. First thing we're going to talk about is some of the hazards we identified. We used a hazard data sheet, filled that out after performing a site visit. Some of the things we noticed from the site visit were noise levels were below the recommended decibel level most of the time, but when tools were used, they exceeded 80 decibels. There was hearing protection worn during the use of that. Another thing we noticed is the power tool vibration factor for the tool that was used was listed at 17.6, which is at a hazardous level. And we have some recommendations that we're going to talk about for that. There was some heavy object lifting of around 50 pounds and greater. And personal protective equipment or PPE compliance. We did see that there was hearing protection used, there was eye protection used, and prescription eyewear, but we don't see the worker wearing gloves as protection, so we listed that as a hazard. And then we were going to talk about the psychosocial behavioral cues that we got from a job questionnaire. So from the job content questionnaire, we apply an algorithm, and we categorize certain parts of that questionnaire, and we apply this algorithm in order to get a numerical value set to those categories so that we can compare them. Of those, we have on the chart listed SD, DA, DL, and PJD. Those stand for skill discretion, decision authority, decision latitude, and psychological job demands. And we'll get into how those can be addressed in the following section. We do see that some of them fall below the national average. In some cases, that can be a good thing. In other cases, that can be a bad thing, such as decision latitude. That's the ability to make decisions on how you do your job. The national average appears that more people have that ability than at this particular site. So we came up with some recommendations in order to reduce the hazards, and some of those were noise level alert. So basically, we did see that there were other workers walking through the work site. When you're about to use something that goes above 80 decibels, and we need to notify other people to wear hearing protection, not just the worker that's operating the machinery. The second was limit the power tool usage with that 17.6 vibration factor. You don't want to be using that more than 25 minutes per day, and that's per employee. So once one employee has gotten 25 minutes per day, the next employee would be able to use it, but the other employee would be limited for the remainder of the day to not use it. For the lifting, we found that there were some safe lifting limits for based on age and gender. We can't really say that you are limited singling out individuals based on their age or gender. So what we decided was that if you have employees that do have those limitations, you would say that the maximum level, say you have a 60-year-old female or 60-year-old male, if that's the lowest maximum limit, then everybody would be held to that limit. So say it's 40 pounds lifts for that person, then everybody would be limited to that, and other lifts would have to be either mechanical or use of team. We want to include the employees in decision making regarding their job procedures and policies. This will give them a higher decision latitude and give them a feeling that they have some control over how they do their job. And we want to conduct regular safety inspections and enforce those safety measures that are in place. And this will help ensure that employees remain compliant because they know that they're being looked after. These are just some of the things that can be done to reduce hazards in this particular workplace. And these are based on the most pertinent things that we saw during our visit in our hazard analysis report. Hope you enjoyed this presentation, and you can take a look at some of the references and get more information, and also visit the Bureau of Labor Statistics to get more information on hazards that may be present in the workplace. Thank you, and have a great day.